there will be way less jobs for humans by 2035. So guys, according to a LinkedIn CEO, he states that there will be way less jobs for humans. Or rather, the mundane 9-to-5 jobs will be eliminated because of robots and or AI. Now, we are seeing that here in 2024. So in 11 years, the regular 9-to-5 jobs and even a lot of servant jobs are going to be done with, or rather transferred over to robots and or AI. Now, interestingly enough, this CEO made this comment about a week ago, and a couple of days ago, Elon Musk just released his Tesla robots. And of course, these things can also be servants as well. If you watch a lot of the videos, you see these robots serving people, acting as servants, robotic slaves, in other words. So of course, guys, now a lot of those jobs are going to be done with. Now, they're also working on construction robots as well. Those are going to be a little harder to introduce because of union. So that's a good thing. And that's why unions are good. People swear that unions are bad. But without unions, these union workers can be replaced by robots without batting an eyelash. Now, the longshoremen, they were just striking a week ago, rather. And they suspended the strike, and they're going to continue after January 15th. But one of the things that they were arguing about, or rather fighting against, was the fact that a lot of the companies want to hire robots and displace, I think, over 15 or 20,000 jobs, because they want to replace those jobs with robots. And that was the longshoremen's biggest gripe. Not so much money and raise, obviously they want that, but they also don't want robots replacing them. Now, they're going to compromise, and I see a compromise of them letting at least 5% of robots in, and that's going to displace 5% of the 40,000 longshoremen employees that work along the eastern seaboard, which I hope they don't give in to any of it. Nonetheless, guys, robots are coming to replace your jobs. If you have a mundane 9-to-5, boring bullshit, sitting at your desk kind of job, you could be replaced. And I know a lot of people who have desk jobs that are going to be replaced. Now, as far as police officers, firefighters, guys out in the Bering Sea fishing for crabs and fish, those are going to be harder jobs to get rid of. Coal mining, I could see them being replaced by robots as well. This is dangerous for the human race, because we have heard, probably since we watched movies, that we were going to be replaced, and people said when those movies came out in the 80s and 90s, that'll never happen. Here we are in 2024, and we are closer to that reality more than ever. Now, of course, guys, the dangerous side of it is that it puts us out of work, and then we are reliant on the government for income, as they're going to put us on some kind of income to subsidize us, apparently, and we're all going to be on the same payment, whatever that is. So if it's, $2,000 a month or $3,000 a month, it's generally going to be the same, depending on how many kids you might have or how many people in the household you're claiming. It's going to dictate what you get paid. Nonetheless, that is our future if we don't fight back now. Now, people keep saying private jobs could do what they want, so they could replace a lot of people with AI. Now, Geico, if I'm not mistaken, or Progressive, one of those car insurance companies, just let go a few thousand people, call center people, because they replaced them with AI. So AI is who you're talking to now when you call a lot of these insurance companies. I want to say Geico, but I'd be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. But a lot of call center jobs are being replaced by AI voice. So it's not even an actual person or even a robot picking up the phone. It's a voice on the internet or in the cloud. I don't know where the hell this voice is coming from, but it's coming from the AI server that's that makes more sense. The AI server that's in the company, the insurance company. So any call takers, those jobs are going to be replaced and are being replaced. And a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs by the end of this year because of that. Now, they're giving people severance packages, but that's not enough. People want to feel useful. If they start replacing people with more robots, more AI, a lot of people, guys, are going to off themselves, especially older people. who want a purpose and like their job and like to get up early in the morning and go to their shitty job and complain about it, it gives them something to do. But when you replace people and give them nothing to do but sit home and collect some kind of bullshit payment, that is where the problem lies, and you're going to have more people offering themselves because now they got nothing to do. And nobody wants them, and that whole woe is me bullshit that people do go through. So this is definitely going to be a problem, and a lot of people right now are ignoring it. They don't want to hear it. A lot of people don't believe it, and a lot of people are going to be sitting on the street corner with their box of belongings after they figure out that they got fired, not because the company was downsizing, because the company's replacing you with robots and or AI. Now, worker bots and servant bots are definitely coming because, again, with Tesla building a robot, if I'm not mistaken, a Japanese company built some very well-defined, sufficient robots as well. Robots are being built all over the place for different kinds of needs. They even have sex robots coming out. So, again, guys, there's going to be a robot for every need. Even hookers are going to be replaced. Now, at least, and I'm not defending hookers, so please give me a fucking break, but some people might want the warm touch of an actual red-blooded woman. There is that. But then there are others who probably rather just rely on a robotic woman who feels warm because of the fake skin and the solution that's going to be moving through the body to give it that warm feeling. Nonetheless, even hookers are going to be replaced. Now, as far as cops go, they're definitely going to replace police officers with robots, but that's down the line. I'm talking probably another 20 years or so down the line, they're going to come out with police robots, unless Tesla has a police force they're developing right now. And then it's going to be almost like RoboCop. Now, it'll be more like the RoboCop of 2012 or 2014, the newer version. Remember, they had those robots roaming in Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever it was. Those are probably going to be the robots that replace police officers. Nonetheless, guys, people are going to be replaced. You're going to have mechanics who are going to be robots, so you're not going to have a human being fixing your car. You're going to have fucking Robbie the robot fixing your car. Space explorations, they're talking about putting robots in with humans. And even in the case of the mission to Mars, they might replace it, and they haven't said it yet, but I see it coming. They're going to replace those humans who can't make that trek with robots. Why put a human in a space exploration of Mars who's going to get radiated and possibly, not even possibly, will not come back from that mission to Mars because they'll die from the radiation that they were exposed to, when you can replace it with a robot who's not going to have any of that go on, and even bring itself back home and report what it saw and what happened. So robots are going to replace a lot of people. Robots will probably replace firefighters, again, down the line. But again, we're going to fight tooth and nail because robots, guys, they just can't make certain judgment calls unless you plant AI in the robot. And then you'll have AI robots running around talking about, we want to be free, you know, like fucking I'm a real boy kind of shit. You're going to see that uprising. And then we're going to be battling it out in the world because people didn't heed to fucking Terminator. They think that they can control this. Nonetheless, this is going to be a shit show, and it's going to be glorious. A lot of us will be dead by the time we reach that phase of robots uprising. A lot of us will be long gone. But nonetheless, it's going to be a glorious shit show because no one is paying attention to what's going on. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.